Hey, welcome back to Minecraft Through the Night. I'm Doggone. Welcome back to this world called Alice. What? Oh, I was like, where's that slime? So, interesting. It appears that I need to stay close to here for these things to spawn, which strikes me as very odd. Also appears to me I need to get some conveyors set up to keep everybody moving in the right direction here. That zombie agrees with me. I wonder if having that ender tank on the surface is hampering the spawning of things. I could always put it next to it, can't I? I can always put it next to it. I'll do that right now. I'm sure this will work just fine. As I speak to you today, today is Monday, December the 19th, 2016. Not so sure that worked after all. Let's listen for the fappiness here. We have returned from our great adventure here with lots more goodies. Our unplanned adventure. I just wanted to find a swamp. Instead, I have found many treasures. Including diamond. We just need 2 more flux diamond to make the oops, I want these down here to make the chest plate, flux chest plate, to complete our wardrobe. The beauty of the flux armor, flux infused helm, chest plate, leggings, and boots is that they don't wear, they just discharge their energy. Okay, pulverizer, you get ferrous, gold, silver, tin, and lead. Let's throw out these regular bows. Don't see any need for those. Chomp up some essence berries. We came back with 21 levels. Let's put this redstone in the magma crucible. We'll put these 2 diamonds in the fluid transposer. Turn them both into flux diamonds. Let's check our boxes here. Make sure everything is copacetic. I have a plan to be on the road in 2 days. On the road to Georgia. It's something that I've been needing to do for a long time, to go back and see my mom, my mother, and my 2 sisters. I have left them I have left them without, essentially sonless and brotherless, with all my time here in Oklahoma. It's something that I intend to remedy. I feel very close in my heart to my mother. My two sisters, a lot of time has gone between us, and just a lot of time, and my nephews and nieces. I am the absent-minded uncle and brother and son. I tend to forget people when they're not nearby. Got some awkward potions ready to brew up, so ready to infuse with further things there. Okay, so this is not working here. Do I need a pump? Not a pump. Do I need a pipe? That's what I'm trying to think of. A pipe. Maybe move that one block farther away. Drain from the bottom. I think we'll simply restore it and go grab a stone, a bit of stone. To be honest with you, the drive from Oklahoma City down to Georgia scares me because I am not I don't have the mental wherewithal I once had to deal with the stress of long trips. Need to pretty that up. You know, the slime balls are not what we need. It's the mob essence to drive all of our other things. That's what we need. Chest. Skystone chest, skystone block chest. That's interesting. Ender chest. I know the ender chest will work under a solid block. Oh, I need a silk touch pick though, don't I, to grab it? Ooh. Let's make up some more of these 4K drives, shall we? Let's put this here, the Safari Nets, the Blaze and the Enderman, Gender Person, Safari Net. I feel like I've been a very bad son, a very bad brother, and not just the fact that I have been here in Oklahoma by myself, but also the fact that I forget birthdays, I forget anniversaries, and I'm the guy who forgets everything. And consequently, while other people are remembering birthdays, I am not. I'm forgetting birthdays and so forth, and then suddenly I'll appear on the scene. Oh, you're what? You had a birthday? And it's been a source of constant embarrassment to me. Probably to the family as well, honestly. Let's see if this will scythe. See if the old scythe will work here. Yes, lovely. There are many things that I do. Ooh. Okay, we are collecting saplings. Okay. I try keeping calendars, keeping cards, return cards, but frankly, nothing really works. I still forget. Isn't that... That's bad, isn't it? It's almost to the point of being a disability. With family and friends. I really admire people who are able to keep on top of birthdays. My ex-wife, Sarah, was brilliant at that. She kept on top of birthdays, anniversaries. She was the one who'd make the phone calls, write to people, and I always admired that and was very grateful to her for that. I don't know why I'm growing these trees, but except that it's fun. And I like the squishy sound. I often consequently feel very remote from people, you know, especially the people I care about. And it's not something I've ever found a good solution to. Not one that, you know, works reliably over the long term. I wish I could find a solution to it. I once jokingly told a friend that what I need in my life is a secretary to keep me, a personal secretary to keep me on top of all my appointments, all my deliverables, the family things. Oh, good morning. Let's come out here and say good morning to the sunshine. Good morning, sunshine. Namaste. Namaste. I think I will move those trees, those saplings, before they take root. I'll move them out to the peninsulas. Out here is a reminder of our voyage, our journeys, our many journeys. Nice. We're doing fine because of that mega rubber sapling. We're doing great with. I don't think we're ever going to suffer from a rubber shortage again. Else I would turn these other two strips into these two peninsulas into little tree farms, little Christmas tree farms. You know, nevertheless, even though I'm often forgetful and about people, you know, they still like to see me. They still care for me, and I feel welcome. You know, it's not. I have a very loving mother, and both of my sisters are very loving people. It's not there's not a toxic bone among them, you know. You know, I care about them very much. I just often feel sort of incapable of showing them, you know, that I care. Let's see. Should we go another level with these things? These, oh, my feet are going to sleep. These stairs. You know, that hasn't caused, it has not been isolated to family. It's also a problem that happens to me with friends. I find good people to be my friends, and then I neglect the friendships. You know, when I'm there in the moment, I think I'm good with the friendships, but not good at keeping them going when I'm not there and not in the moment. It's something I try, like with Jelly Bears, I've tried to, it's something I feel very, very keenly. Oh, not quite time for food, Jims. Not quite time. Just time for me to adjust. It's something I know I can change. I guess that's all I can say is something I know I can change. Some people, I think, with some people it just seems like such an easy thing for them. I don't know if it is, though. Maybe that's just a perceptual error on my part. I panic. I like to get gifts and things and panic. Sometimes I overdo a gift. But usually I simply just, when I get into gift paralysis, I just kind of ignore it and let it go. And don't even get a gift. Because I just embarrassed myself so many times. And more importantly, embarrassed the receiver of the gift. Something just totally too much or totally too little. Yeah. Yes, I guess I'm that guy. Let's see, what are we going to do today? We did a little bit of roof work there. Everything's still working just fine. Sludge building up just fine. We could do an intertank, some sludge intertanks, sure. We could do that. I mean, that'll be a small thing, small good thing. We could do some 4K memory cells. Let's start off with the 4K memory cells. 4K memory, 1K, 4K. Don't think I'm up to 64K right now. About the 16K thing. I'm going to need quartz glass. Do I have that? I do not. Now I do. Okay, well I think Jim's decided that it is definitely time. Okay, so I need that, and that would be iron. So I know I've got the iron blocks here, so let me just take a couple of iron blocks. I forgot that. Okay, a couple of iron blocks. Mem, storage. My T key is not working. T. cell. How about cell? That'll do. More than one way to skin this cat, right? Okay, so we're missing these three things, which are what? The 4K components. And we're missing the 1K components, okay. Oops. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think that is enough. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Oops. Okay, now we have a 16K circuit. And what are we missing? These things at the top, what are that? Oh, quartz glass. Let's make a couple of quartz glass. And there's a 16K cell. Oh, and a housing, how about that? Interesting. And let's put the 16K cell right here. And now we have lots of storage. While we are on this path, let us make a 4K storage cell. And to do that, we're going to need the 1K, 1K, whoops. I'm not sure what happened here. We're going to need the 1K storage component. 2 of them. Okay. And we're out of, what is that one thing that we're out of? Oh, the logic processor. Okay. Understood. Now let us make the 4K. There is the 4K. And now let us make the 4K storage cell. And there it is. Okay, good. And let us insert that. I need to set up my plans for this trip that I'm going to make back east. And one of which is to get my dog Jimmy kenneled. Okay, that should help. Blocks of lapis should help as well. Now that we have a surfeit of lapis. I need to get some bills paid in advance. Too bad I can't make a block of books. Of course I could make glowstone. The difficulty with glowstone is I will need to grind it back down to make further glowstone dust. And of course I can do that in the pulverizer. It's not a problem. By consolidating these things, we just free up more inventory, and that's good. As an example of my sort of screw up recently with friends, I had been told a month ago about a good friend's upcoming 60th birthday. An old friend, someone whose birthday I really would like to honor and to visit with. And other things came up, and I completely forgot the birthday. And I remembered it this morning, and I sent an apology to her husband, who was setting up, who had notified me of this. Ooh, a height map projector. Do I have any use for that? Chiseled sandstone. Facades. Height map projector. What do I do with a height map projector? First thing I do is I go sleep through this night. We'll do one more day. Well, one more day of Minecraft through the night. I'm hopeful. I received an encouraging response from my friend Gina, who had the 60th birthday, and her husband Gary set it up, and her daughter Amanda helped to coordinate it. Her and Gary sent me a quick response this morning to my email, my regrets. We had a number of things happen the day that Gina's 60th was planned, though. I mean, it was a tough day. We had almost blizzard-like conditions come through the city, made driving very hazardous, and I think most people stayed inside that day, but I had other things happening. Jelly Bez unexpectedly needed, she ran into some unexpected issues. And I had some unexpected stomach troubles that have plagued me in the past. Pain. Nevertheless, it's really not cool. Really not cool to Slimalyzer. Ooh, Slimalyzer. Tell me about the Slimalyzer. Well, that's right. With our glass panes, we can recover them. We can turn them into clear glass. The smeltery. Okay, I like that. Okay, next. And let's go with this sky stone. I think we go one more level. And we begin glassing this thing in with some nice clear glass. It doesn't need to be enormous. It doesn't need to dwarf our Kyoto arch. Saw an ad today for a trailer for a new Blade Runner movie, Blade Runner 2049. I'm pretty excited about that. I'd like to see it. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford will reprise his role. At least according to the trailer. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. Who and where? And who and where? Do I have anything in there or not? Clear glass. 64 clear glass. Oops. I guess today we're just doing some simple work on the warehouse, bringing it up to building code. I like the way this roof line ends at the smeltery's foundation line right there. Like that. My friend Sunny Sue will tell us that would say that should be much kinder about these things, about forgetfulness. She's been practicing kindness to herself because there are many things in her life that she would otherwise be paralyzed by regret, I think. And as would many of us. As I am, certainly. And she's found a way past that paralysis. And that way is not the way of just action. Just pick a path and go. That way that she has found is more a sense of meditate, sun salutations, until a reasonable path is clear. I'm going to put a slight break here while a possible break. You may or may not see a break. I'm going to get out a jackhammer and gypscavator and see how they work. Jackhammer work commence. And commenced well, indeed. How about you, Jip? You up to the challenge, Jip? Yes, you are. I am planning to take a page from my younger days and sleep in my car on my travels back east and the return travel back west again. Sleep in my car and save a little bit of hotel cost. So silly to pay so much for a one-night hotel stay. And in my case, it's very hard to find the wherewithal to reserve a hotel room. It takes a lot out of me just to do the basics of reserving a hotel room like that. It's exhausting. Back in my factory days, I had an administrative assistant who would arrange flights, and I thought that was just absolutely magic how they would do that, and it was just easy for them. And in fact, they seemed to like that, and it was very difficult for me and not pleasant at all to do that kind of work. Just very, very difficult. Isn't that odd? Well, I don't know if it's odd or not, but it's difficult for me. It's so hard to focus on, you know, the flights, the days, the rooms, the schedules. Looks like the Force has been with us here. Not sure this has come up in our talks, but I took Jellybez with me to see Star Wars Rogue One. Enjoyed it quite a bit. Yes, I did talk about it. There is a character in there, a Asian character. She thinks a Chinese character, who repeats the phrase over and over. The Force is with me. I am one with the Force. The Force is with me. I am one with the Force. There are days I'm tempted to say that over and over, a litany, if you will. The Force is with me. I am one with the Force. Just to get through these times that are difficult for me. Looks like we have excavated ourselves a nice little warehouse. And I have a big old puppy dog who is ready for food. She would like to have a little food now, please. Please and thank you. And I think I will go feed her up and get her that food that she desires. Let's put away our materials for the night. Take some sandstone and, oops, turn it into smooth sandstone. And some flint, a little bit of coal. Actually, give me a little bit of that coal back. Perhaps some sticks, if you please. We shall make some torches. And put these sticks, coal, and lumber back away. Sleep through this Minecraft night. Thank you for joining me in this world called Alice. Things growing? Yes. One more thing we must do before we go to bed. Watering can. To grow our crops. One of the most beautiful memories I have of my youngest sister is she got married shortly before Christmas. I believe it was December the 21st in about 1995. And her marriage took place, her wedding took place in a church that was already decorated up with poinsettias, red and green poinsettias for Christmas. And it was one of the most beautiful sights. Her in her white wedding gown and her groom in his good suit and the beautiful poinsettias. It was a lovely image and one I keep close and dear with me. I shall see you again with more Minecraft through the night from this world called Alice. Good night.